There's no way. There's no way I... Oh my god. There's no way. Oh, I just did all of that. Anyways, guys. Now that I'm actually here... Sorry about that. My OBS decided to turn off my mic for some reason. I didn't notice it. I was looking at the completely wrong thing. Anyways, though. Let me turn this off. Okay, anyways. So, we have the Lovestruck, which will be going limited on the 27th. This thing is 30k DNA. It is limited. It's going limited on the 27th. It is probably not going to have very much value. If it does become tradable, it's probably not going to be worth very much. But I mean, it is a good skin, and I'll show it off again. This time with my mic on, actually, this time. That was so sad. I can't believe I did that. I've done that so many times, it's not even funny. Anyways, this was animated by Lexo, modeled by Reef. No, modeled by Noemi, sorry. Noemi. Noemi modeled this. Animations by Lexo. Looks great. Let's hear the sounds again. So, here's the roar. Very quiet. Here's the growl. Here's the call. Here's the walk animation. Here's the sprint animation. Here's the glide. The glide, Lexo's getting progressively better at animating. You can obviously tell. She's gotten a lot better. This stuff looks great. You have the glide down animation, which also looks awesome. Looks great. It just sucks that it's on such a small creature. You have the sprint glide, which is essentially the same thing, but it's just more frequently flapping its wings and moving faster. That's really all it does. It shakes a bit more as well. The eat animation, this thing is a herbivore or an omnivore, so I can just eat. And it's just a nice simple peck. And then the drink animation. Nice simple drink. You got the swim animation. Kind of just walks a little bit. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be. Yeah, that is. Okay. And it just walks faster. I don't know if it's supposed to be the same. That is a meteor strike. I'm going to get away from that immediately. But yeah, like I said, this is going limited on the 27th. It is 30k DNA. It is super awesome looking and super well made. And of course, I would recommend everyone get it. But the likelihood of you actually playing as this creature is not very high. But anyways, on to the next one. I am a bowler fan, though. Baller. That is so loud. And we got the Leedsichthys remodel. This is the old Leedsichthys, if you forget what it looks like. There is no recolors for this. These are all just the base recolors that are always there. The inverted one actually looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and pull up the Leedsichthys. So we got the swim animation, obviously. You got the sprint swim. You got the bite. You get the AoE, which is just swim forward, swim up, swim down. Kind of looks the same as it always does. God, there's so much going on out there. I can hear all of it. This guy's roars aren't very loud, so you're going to have to bear with me. So here's the roar. Here's the growl. It's very quiet. And then here's the call. It's just like bubble sounds. Here's the beached animation. Let me just boop. The beached animation looks great. This is animated by Survivor. Super awesome animations. Really well made. Let's see. Does it have a different bite on the surface? No. AoE on the surface? It just bites more on the surface. But this is a great animation. This is super well made. Like the fluidity in the tail and everything. Like they knocked the flopping fish out of the water. Ooh, oh my god, I took some... Was that me taking damage? Interesting. But yeah, this thing, super great remodel. Knocked this one out of the water. Super awesome. Hello, Mr. Bernard, so cool. Yeah, super great creature. So they did make some changes. Offline growing has been removed. Not a super great change that I'm really happy about, but it's just because the feature really wasn't getting used, which I kind of disagree with. But according to Chicken's charts, he said that the feature wasn't really being used all that much, and it didn't really do anything for the game either. They increased the instant elder cost from 5,000 to 10,000 per growth rate. Removed the revive video ads, which not a bad decision necessarily because they didn't make a whole lot of money from it. But I'll talk about it a little bit more. The revive Robux cost is from increase the revive Robux to 150, and reviving you have a limit of 3 of them. First revive you use is free, and you need to use Robux if you want to revive further. Lightning spawn chance has been increased from 1 in 600 to 1 in 2,000 when not raining. Lightning spawn rate increased from 1 out of 5 to 1 out of 5 plus the maximum number of players while it's raining. Fixed natural disaster settings in private servers. Updated AI behavior, which I believe that if you did some testing, I think there's a lot done with that. I don't know if I can get an AI to spawn with me. You can actually like kind of command them, I think, or something like that. Or he did like a lot of coding with like their tracking and how they move and all that stuff. I watched him do it. Some pretty really interesting stuff. And that egg is just floating. The eggs just float now in the water? Holy moly, I guess they do. That's so interesting. I didn't know they did that. Okay, and then bleed changes. Bleed chance has been now replaced with bleed defense. The number of bleed defense your playable has is based on the armor divided by 2 rounded up. Bleed defense, so this thing has 15, or what, 8? Is that what it is? Divided by 2 rounded up. That would be 15. Interesting. Bleed defense replenishes 1 after 5 seconds from your last bleed. Attacking with a creature has bleed will remove the number of bleed stacks the creature can apply for the bleed from the bleed defense. At 0 bleed defense, getting hit by a creature with bleed will bleed. So if something's already bleeding, it'll bleed it even more. Yeah, these are really interesting changes. For example, Ankylosaurus has 75 armor and 38 bleed defense. Albinoterra has 20 armor and 10 bleed defense. Okay. So Lead has 30 and 8? No, this guy would have 15, right? Yeah. Albinoterra versus Ankylosaurus. Albinoterra would need to hit Ankylosaurus 19 times to lower Ankylosaurus' bleed defense to 0. On the 20th hit, bleed stacks will apply each hit unless the Ankylosaurus bleed replenishes even 1 bleed defense. Okay. Oh, look at the AI. Look at the AI. Oh my god, look. It's actually a fish. Holy crap, it's actually moving and it's following me. Holy crap. Oh my god. Dude. Fish in the water. Actually fish moving in the water. That's so cool. I'm gonna drop like a billion more eggs. We could actually be populated. Holy crap, this is cool by itself. Just the way it looks. Like, I don't even care like what they do. Just the fact that like we have swimming AI in the game now. Like they actually interact with the water is so awesome. And they actually swim around like normal creatures would. Is so awesome. Now we just need flying AI. And we need like wild ones. I need to eat something. Starving. Starving more than Marvin. Okay, the game is really loud. I think there's a waterfall near me. Let me just turn that down. This is super awesome. And I believe the AI can actually attack with you. So if you don't want to be attacked by somebody, you can kind of just keep a pack of AI with you. And it's essentially like having a pack with you at all times. Okay, so you can control them by pressing C and G. G makes them stay in place. So if I press G. Okay, well, they're still following me. I said stay in place, y'all. Stop moving. And you press C. Okay, so I think they're following the path that I took. It might not work on fish, which is fine. But dude, the fact that like actual swimming fish in the game is like monumental. Like this is something we have needed for so long. Now we just need like actual fish playables, and for there just to be spawned fish playable AI in the water, so that you actually kill something. We need that, and then we need rings in the water. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but after tornadoes, there is rings that appear that you can fly through, that you go faster through. We need that in the water. Those need to be in the water between points of interest. So like in here, there should be a ring, and it brings you out here. Points of interest are all near the coasts, right? Anywhere under the water, like where there's no other playables usually, there needs to be rings under there, and that you can just swim through like a water current kind of situation. Oh man, it's not gonna happen, but I can dream, Harold. Okay, I can dream. Okay, so Albino Tear versus Albino Tear. Albino Tear would need to hit 5 times to lower Enki's bleed defense to 0. Okay, so it's not based on damage. It's based on how many times you need to hit something, I think. Okay. And then, let's see, on the 6th hit, bleed stacks will apply with each hit unless the albino tear has replenished block stack to 1. So what I'm understanding is that everything's bleed defense is half the number of defense you have, right? That's how much times it takes to... It's, okay. So your bleed defense is whatever it's half of what your defense is, which is interesting. And then it takes, so is it every bite that you get hit takes away 2? Oh, I guess it depends on the bleed stacks. So if something bites me, since I have a bleed defense of 15 theoretically, I think that's how that works. I have a defense of 15 bleed, right? If something like Albino Terror that has 2 bleed bites me, then it'll take only about 7 hits to take down my bleed defense, because that's 14. Theoretically. Theoretically, that's how it works. Okay, can I call you? Can I call these guys? Come on. Let's go. Let's go, my children. Look at him on the surface. Let's go, my children. They're getting over here. They're just struggling. Come on, let's go. Let's go, children. So the way he coded it is they're like ray casting, essentially, like a ray in front of them to figure out like the best path forward. If there's stuff like in front of them, like they turn like 90 degrees, I think it is, and they keep going. So theoretically, they should be able to follow me kind of well, as long as they don't run into anything. Holy crap. Don't go in there. We might lose one. I think we lost one. Okay, okay. And then... boom, we got him. We got 4 of my babies in here. Oh, the other one's coming! Holy crap! It still came along. That's so awesome. And then now I have all my children with me. Look at the AI. Don't bite me. What is wrong with you? Why would you bite? Is that a baby? Is that someone's baby? I think it is. I think it's somebody's baby. I'm not gonna bite you, dude. I'm just swimming up close to you. And I got all my children here. Oh, did they get bigger? It's a lot of tuna babies. Stop biting my children. You're done. You're toast. Move out of my way. Get him. Get him. Get him. Sick him. Where did he go? Oh, they're going to chase him. They're going to chase him. Oh god. Are you attacking my children? Are you attacking my children? I only have like 2 children right now. This is so interesting. So now, like, eggs are not just for war now. What is this guy doing? He's actually just tweaking. Is there only one limited skin this update? Yeah, I believe so, yeah. Sadly, there is. And that's another person. Where are they going? Are you going to go fight that thing? It's dead already, man. Oh, no, it's not. It's just sitting there, but he can't get to it. That's so interesting. Yeah, but like that looks like a player. Like that looks like a console player or something. The way they're moving, but it's not. It's an AI. Let's go down. And they're swimming down. That's so interesting, dude. Chicken killed it on these AI. Like they're actually moving intelligently. Like you can actually have babies and like they'll swim. That's crazy. This is probably some of the best Roblox AI that I've personally seen. Not best AI in general in any gaming. I just mean Roblox specifically. Because Roblox AI, Lua is a really hard coding language to do AI in. It's not really great at complex tasks. But, like, this is great. This is great. Some new AI. But, yeah. I mean, that's pretty much everything for the update. I'm going to leave these babies. Hold on. Actually, I'm going to bring them back up to the surface. Oops. Didn't mean to hit my own child. Don't tell your mother. What the hell is this guy doing? You like trying to attack? What are you doing? I know those guys don't have oxygen, but like, what are you doing, man? Alright. I'm gonna leave my AI babies up here in the open for these people. And we'll see what kind of shenanigans they get up to. Oh, there's another one of my children. Oh, there's 4 of them! They came back! I don't even know where those guys came from. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much all for today's video. There was really only the Leedsichthys remodel, and the Bowler model. DS numbers is not doing great right now. I know people are saying the game's dead. It's at 400 players, which is not the worst I've seen it at. But it's pretty bad for an update day. It's pretty bad for an update day. Like I said, hopefully Chicken takes my words into consideration that I've said about a possible PvP map. He did great with these AI. They're super good. I don't know about these changes with like the revives and all that kind of stuff. Currently, we'll kind of have to see how it pans out in the future. And I will say one thing, that the Dreadstalker, how Dreadstalker was added, some of you guys might not even know about this thing. Dreadstalker's edition, I'm not trying to be mean to anybody, and like especially in development. I know you guys work really hard and you guys try really hard, and it's kind of hard to come up with really cool, interesting ways to get stuff. This is a horrible method to get Dreadstalker. This is a terrible method. It's not fun. It's not interesting. It's just bad in general. It's just not a good method at all. And I'm not, again, not trying to be mean to anybody. It just kind of locks it behind a wall that's kind of monumental to get past for most players. And I'm totally fine with like rare things. Trust me, I have like Wraith Terror, Hydrolania, and stuff like that. But it's just something like that's just not it. But that's, you know, that's my opinion. And I've already recorded a little bit of what Dreadstalker was and like DS testing and stuff. Hopefully we get some new stuff soon. Some more skins, some interesting stuff. Cross my fingers for another Galactic event one of these days. But we'll see. Sir Blameson's about to leave us soon, I think, which will really suck. But, anyways, Dominique, want to do Brand Admitted Mysteries? I would. I'm just gonna be busy after this, sadly. But you can talk to me in the Discord at some point, and maybe we can record one of those if you would like to. Yeah, we are going to miss Blame. But, dude, I'm telling you, man, Blame is going to go far. This guy is part of Big Paleo. He's already written a paper about pterosaurs that I've already read, and it looks awesome. Not yet. He's been talking about it. He'll make an announcement when he's ready, so don't start sending it off. Can we do a send-off stream for Blame? Yeah, well, he'll probably do one, or, like, whenever that happens, I'll do one, or I'll post a video about it or something. Like I said, I don't know when he's going to go, but he's kind of busy, so... But right now he's back, he's doing everything he can, and he's being really helpful. But anyways, guys, that's all for today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!